Okay, good morning nga pala. Pagigising lang at katatapos kumain. So ngayon, gagawa ko ng tutorial kasi katatapos ko lang mag-aral din ng RESTful API, structure, iba pa, in Laravel. Next will be RESTful API in CodeIgniter. Nagma-master na lang ako para naman this coming June of 4th year. Tapos, graduate ako, at least meron akong maraming bala para pang-apply. So, ang gagawin kong tutorial ngayon is all about CodeIgniter. What is CodeIgniter? So, basically, CodeIgniter is a powerful PHP framework. So, it means it was built with PHP also to create a PHP framework, which is CodeIgniter, which will make the developers, programmers program not easily but at least in an organized way, at least in a company standard. Because when you use CodeIgniter, it doesn't mean that it's easier to use CodeIgniter, because you need to learn also the CodeIgniter way. It's like learning the core PHP itself. So for that, it just make the development more faster, because as what they say, some things that you need is already out. Already in the box or in the CodeIgniter. What you need to do is to use that things like helpers, library, and etc. So CodeIgniter, CodeIgniter, even some of those large and nice, as well as CodeIgniter PHP framework uses the concept of MVC. Pasensya na kayo sa visual aids ko. So MVC stands for, this is model, view, and control. So typically, if we program using procedural way or in OOP, well, except if we are really that good, you can segregate the codes. Like, you need to create this program, and this program will be just all views, and this programs you need to create again another folder, and then this program will be all of the class and functions and methods itself, and then everything will be just in query and blah blah blah. So CodeIgniter practice the concept of MVC. Model, this is where our queries happen, or our queries or our files, like select all, blah blah blah, etc. We are going to save our PHP file here inside the model. So here in view, from the word view, okay, from the word view, all our HTML and even some of our CSS and JavaScript inline or outline will be saved here. Well, there's already some. Also, we're going to create a new folder and put the assets there. What I mean by assets bars was their CSS and GS, but basically view is where you can save your HTML file, will you intact or inline or outline your CSS and JavaScripts. So when you go to the folder view, you consider your HTML codes. Next will be the controller. Controller is where you can find your functions, your methods. So the question is, what is the role of each of this thing? So we have the controller is the one who controls what to be output, and the controller also is the one who asked for the query of the model what he was going to output. So like, for example, the controller will want to output all data of the student. So he will ask, or he will be linked into the model, and hey model, I want to output all of the students. So the model will say, okay, alright, and then I would like to query here that select all from students where blah blah blah, and then we're going to give that data in the controller, and then the controller will call also the view that, hey, I want to output this with a bind data, which is the result of the model. So I would like to call you this is view data, and this is all the students data that I want you to be output, and make sure you are going to output it in a user friendly way. So that's it. That's the relationship. And then we have also what we call routes. So routes, basically, it is the one who beautify, who give aesthetics in our URL. You're right. So if you if routes is responsible to beautify our URL, so he or it must have also a connection with controller, because the controller is the one who asked for the query in the model and output the result in the view. Like for an example, the routes is equal to students, and then students is equal to controller is equal to name of controller and action. Okay, when the routes or if the URL there in the address bar is students, it calls the controller, and the controller name will be let's just say main, controller main. The name of the controller is main, and then the function will be, and the action will be students. So when the route is students, it tells the controller this is it gives a specific part of the controller, which is the name of the controller, and then the action of the controller or the methods or functions, and then the controller also try to ask for the query in the model and output the specific output in the view with a bind of the data. So that's the basic concept of MVC. What's the advantage of MVC? Well, basically, if you practice MVC, this is made your program work more fast, easy to organize, feasible and reliable, and then fast development, of course, and good company standards. But if you're like what I said, if you're already good enough, well, you can create your own, or don't follow the function or the pattern of MVC, or it's up to you. But as a beginner, and then I'm creating this tutorial, well, definitely you guys like CodeIgniter. So here, to start with CodeIgniter, you just need to visit the site of CodeIgniter, and then click download, and then you download it. If you want to download if you download the CodeIgniter 3, this link, if it already includes the user data. So since in my computer I already have downloaded in my and then I save it in my htdoc, so there's no need for me to do that. So we have here CI tutorial. So this is what it look like when you run your CodeIgniter after download. So this is the URL, and basically this is what you call also the routes URL. So let's go to the code. Okay, please excuse that. These are my files when I create the RESTful API in Laravel. It's quietly challenging, but everything is just easy. You just need to understand the Laravel and blah blah blah, but forget about it. We're talking about CodeIgniter here. Okay. Okay, this is the file structure of CodeIgniter with a folder of CI tutorial. So here in system we have the core functions, or the core files of the CodeIgniter. I advise you not to touch this, except if you're already a CodeIgniter master, so you can touch some of the files there and modify it. So this is the system, and in the application, this is where we dig in. Where we facing every day, like in config. This is what we adjust. Like you want to load the libraries, the helpers, and libraries. Alright, and then in config also, if you want to get rid with the index.php, because here and CodeIgniter we have a built-in index.php, so we need to get rid with that. By getting the index.php here in index.php, putting the base URL. So let me give you an example for that. Okay, let's copy this is the base. When you run your CodeIgniter project first, ayan, pag nag-run nyo na, Taglish pala to, nakalimutan ko. Pag na-run nyo na, so basically, ito yung base URL natin. So, saan tayo pupunta? Punta tayo sa application, configuration, or config.php. Dito ipipaste natin. So, anong gamit nito? So, ang gamit ng base URL natin, kasi mostly in our codes, if we are going to use routes, if we're going to use some files, like location of the files, we need to output the base URL, this localhost CI tutorial. We need to output this because some of our files in our directory will be just in image, and the name of the image like JPG. So, to get access with this file location directly, so i-echo natin si base URL at this will be modified. Okay, oops. Alright, so we need to get rid with index.php. So if you look into the manual, meron siyang htaccess dun na kukopyahin mo lang para mawala na yung index.php, because kung kukunin mo lang siya dito, hindi mo nare-reconfigure yun using htaccess yung index.php. So ang gagawin mo, since meron na akong nagawang files, ito yung laman ng htaccess. Ayan, nire-reconfigure niya or overwrite yung isang functions. So ang gagawin natin, ipipaste natin siya dito. Ayan. So okay na, save natin. Ayan tayong gagawin dito. And then next will be in libraries, pwede natin i-autoload as global si database, session, at form validation. Okay, i-autoload na natin because you can use this in this. Magagamit natin to in further tutorial. Tapos si form validation. But you can also implement or call this library in different way, like pupunta na tayo sa controller and etc. I will show that in URL. Bakit natin kailangan si base URL? Kasi mag-e-echo tayo ng base URL at kailangan natin si URL. Next will be security for XSS, cross-site scripting. And then what else? Ito sa database, dito nyo ilalagay yung hostname, user, which is yung root, yung default natin, at database name, password, at the rest. Meron dito rin si routes. Ito lang muna yung gagalawin natin. Meron din tayong migration, hooks, at iba pa. This is just for an advanced topic. So more in ang gagalawin natin is si autoload, config, database, at si routes. Ayan, close muna natin. So let's go to the controller. Let's go to the view. Let's go to the views. Diba? Ito yung concept kanina. Controller, model, at views. So, kung titingnan nyo si views, dito nyo makikita yung HTML at CSS codes natin. At dito naman sa controller, which is, ang nandito is welcome, dito natin makikita yung functions natin. Diba? Na name of controller is welcome at nandito yung mga methods or functions natin. So, ang nangyari dito, ganito yan. tingnan yan. Route default controller is welcome. So, tinawag niya yung default controller niya, which is dito, controller niya is welcome. So, sa welcome is welcome.php, capital yung first letter. So, yung paggawa mo ng controller, you can use capital and then declaring in the class, capital and first letter. Pero, when you try to call that in CodeIgniter, it doesn't matter anymore because CodeIgniter is not sensitive. It's not a sensitive, syntax sensitive, or anong tawag dun? Syntax sensitive, yun yata yun. Kasi he don't care if it's lowercase or uppercase, as long as it's the same word, tatawagin niya yun agad. So, ayun, pag tinawag niya sa welcome, so ang unang lalabas is syempre si index. Kahit maglagay pa tayo ng ibang dyan, kahit maglagay pa tayo ng ibang dyan, ang unang lalabas talaga is si index. It's like creating a files in a page and then merong index.php or HTML. Siya talaga yung unang tatawagin. So, kung i-refresh natin yan, the same pa rin. Pero, paano kung papalitan natin siya? Like, echo test. So, kung i-refresh natin to, anong lalabas? Siyempre, si test lang. 'Di ba? So, kung pupunta tayo sa views dito, tapos yung views natin is name welcome _ message.php, kung tatawagin natin siya gamit si index na natin muna, like ang gagamitin natin syntax is this is a pointer. Gusto mong i-load saan banda mo siya tatawagin saan yung location niya. Gusto kong i-load si view na may pangalan na welcome _ message po semicolon. Hindi na kailangan ng .php kasi when you call the name, it's CodeIgniter understand that it's a PHP file. So when you refresh, anong lalabas? Tama, yung kanina. Paano kung we will use student para tawagin sa welcome message? Pwede. Palitan muna natin to ng index. So, when you use student, this, ilo-load ko ang file na nasa view, which is ang file name is welcome message. So, kung i-refresh ko, anong lalabas? Sa tingin ko, merong nagkamali. Ang lalabas ay index. So, kung basically tatawagin mo si student, ganito ang gagawin mo. In CodeIgniter, if you don't use the routes, tapos tatawagin mo yung specific function, una, kung nasa base URL ka na, ito, una is, type mo lang yung pangalan ng controller, which is welcome, at pagkatapos, the next will be the name of the action or the function, which is student. So, pag enter mo nito, ayan, ito yung lalabas. Diba, ang dali-dali lang? Dali-dali lang, diba? Isn't it amazing? So, kung gagawa ka na naman ng ibang function dito, like teacher, tapos mag-i-echo ka dito na teacher, refresh natin, ito pa rin lalabas. Tapos, balik tayo sa base URL natin o yung file natin. So, kung tatawagin natin si teacher, which is yung pangalan ng controller niya, is ito, welcome. Type mo lang dito na welcome is equal to welcome/teacher. So, ang output will be tama, teacher. Alright. That's the basic control of controller and view. So, paano naman kung mag-query tayo? Like, gagamitin natin si model. In the next tutorial, i-implement natin yan with CRUD functions. But for now, let's go with the routes. Nasaan na yun si routes? Lumakad yata. Config at routes. Paano mo pagagandahin? Kasi pangit naman it's so predictable. Like, yung URL mo is welcome teacher. Welcome is controller, teacher is action. Di ba pangit? Ang sagwa tingnan at ang taas-taas pa ng ano mo. Hindi ba pwedeng teacher na lang, wala na yung controller? Di ba? So, ang gagawin natin is gagamitin si routes. That's what I've said. Routes is responsible to beautify your URL. So, ang unang tatawagin natin is student. So, here in routes, the syntax is just the same. Ganito, routes will be student. So, bakit student? Kasi understand na yung merong base URL. So, ang mangyayari dito, since merong student slash base URL slash student, parang ganun lang, is equal to welcome. Sino si welcome? Ganito yan. When the URL is equivalent, ganito, student, ito ay is equal to the controller welcome, and the action will be student. Diba? So, save natin. So, ang mangyayari nito, instead na ito, welcome student, ang mangyayari nito is student na lang ang ilalagay natin. Check, diba? It gives the same output. That's amazing, right? So, for now, let's proceed for the part 2. Tatapusin muna natin to. And then, we will be talking about models. And then, create a form functions with form validation, login registration, and then a basic system in CodeIgniter. I hope this will help for all the students like me when starting with CodeIgniter framework. And, Ashallah, Allah Akbar.